Out at the Hank, Melanie Newman for the Mobile Bay Bears, joined by Bay Bears backstop Mark Thomas. Mark, thank you for taking time out of your afternoon.
Yeah, no problem.
So you came in last night, bottom of the ninth, with the Bay Bears all tied up, and ultimately had the game-winning run off of a wild pitch. What was that at-bat like for you, though?
Mainly, obviously the bottom of the ninth, everybody wants to see a walk-off, and that would have been nice too, but my main focus is just to get on base and have my teammates drive me in. And, I worked the count into a hitter situation, and I got a 2-0, and I got a fastball I could, do something with, and got a base hit to left, got on first, and, rest was history. I got to third, and obviously it was a kind of a hectic situation with Z-Bone, and hits a line drive right at the third baseman, and, I get back to the bag easily because there's one out. Now it's 2 outs, bases loaded, Weber's down 0-2, and obviously this guy can't locate his off-speed very well, so I'm anticipating a ball in the dirt or anything that kicks away, and I know we have a brick backstop and the thing goes back, but I was just reading it down, and I was no matter what going to run. So I wanted the game to be over. I didn't want to play extra innings,
So part of that approach you've had has kind of been a team-wide approach. They've been more aggressive, especially with their base running. What's been the biggest difference for you to see that change in offense?
Well, as far as we have a lot of power, speed. We're like a very well-rounded team right now, and we have our power hitters Zach, and Brito now is showing off his power, and I'm a guy that does have power, and all I want to do is just get base hits, have good at bats. I don't want to try to do too much, and when I came back from my injury, that's what I was kind of doing. I was trying to do too much because I had felt good leaving Arizona, but when I came back here, obviously you face different pitching, and it was hard for me to adjust and get back to it. But now I'm just having my routine. I had a long talk with Bill Plummer about routine and your approach to the plate, and that's kind of helped me, stay kind of grounded. And, so far that's working for me, and I'm going to stick with it no matter what, good or bad. I'm going to stick with it.
So you mentioned coming back from Arizona and trying to get back into the swing of things. Part of that included your defensive ability, which you've been highly noted for.
Yeah.
So where was the benefit for you to have a manager who was a catcher?
I mean, it's a big benefit because he understands how hard it is to catch. Obviously, people mess up, catchers mess up, everybody messes up, but he understands more than most about how hard it is to catch and how hard it is to block and how hard it is to throw guys out, and he respects that. And, I was having a hard time, and my thing is obviously defense, and, I was having kind of a hiccup where I couldn't mentally go down and block a ball. I knew I had to, but my brain wasn't telling my body to go down and block. And finally I sent him a text after a game one night because I was so disgusted at my performance behind the plate that I was like, I need to get out there and block. And sure enough, Hammer puts on the schedule, Mark Thomas blocking, kind of singled me out, which was fine. It's kind of funny, but it's something that I didn't panic about. I knew I can do it. I've done it my whole life. I mean, I've always been a good blocker, a good thrower, a good receiver. So it was just a matter of kind of just building that muscle memory in, and getting a routine before games, and just trusting my ability and trusting that I could be quick enough to get down to the ball and block. So.
And part of your ability came into play last season when the Bay Bears chased another playoff berth. So how special is it to go after number 6 this year?
I mean, it is great. I mean, no matter what, I mean, it is the minor leagues, and obviously all of our goals are to get to the big leagues, but the main goal to enhance everybody's performance is winning and team camaraderie. And this team has come a long way since the first half. We kind of took off in the beginning of the season and then kind of fizzled out a little bit, and hit a rough patch towards the end in the first half, and now we're starting to pick it up, and everybody's starting to play together, and we have a good rapport here in the dugout, and it's fun. I mean, baseball's fun right now, even though we're in the dog days of summer, and it's August and Mobile and the heat or whatever. We don't care. We're trying to win every ball game.
Hopefully we'll be able to win tonight again. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Again, with Bay Bears catcher Mark Thomas, this is Melanie Newman. When we come back, Justin will have first pitch for you between the Biloxi Shuckers and the Mobile Bay Bears.